Colorado keeps getting hit hard by waves of disability lawsuits.
The people suing say they want to improve accessibility, but critics say it's nothing more than a money grab from businesses.
Well, tonight, Denver 7 investigator Ryan Luby is here with a proactive solution that could and perhaps should go statewide.
And good evening. Tonight, we're taking you to two towns in Colorado that are doing what the lawsuits are largely not doing. And that is they're actually making businesses more accessible. Everything from bookstores to even pot shops. They actually give businesses an incentive to become more accessible. It is cheap and it's effective. Have you ever spent time searching for something only to realize it's hidden in a corner? Well, that's the case here in the southwest corner of Colorado in Durango.
18 years.
At places like Maria's Bookshop.
This is your livelihood? Sure is.
Where they've found a way to make old turn-of-the-century buildings more welcoming for every type of customer and more accessible.
It's the right thing to do for the community. It's the right thing to do for our business, too.
Bookshop owner Peter Schertz has heard all about those ADA lawsuits, which say businesses are discriminating against people with disabilities. Durango has had roughly a dozen.
It doesn't seem like the right way to go about it. It almost polarizes the community, I think.
But before those lawsuits ever hit,
well, let's start with the doorknob.
He and other business owners here got connected with a program that gives them cash incentive to make ADA renovations.
So basically, we've looked at what can actually get people in the door.
Tara Keene is in charge of the purse strings through block grant funding managed by a group called Community Connections. It works like this. Businesses can get free expert ADA assessments. Then, if they make ADA renovations, they can get reimbursed dollar for dollar up to $2,000. But it rarely ever costs that much.
I have been impressed with the amount of impact people can make in reaching their accessibility goals with a pretty small investment.
The impact, however, is big no matter what the cost.
It was under $500 for materials and labor.
Maria's Bookshop now has door levers, not door knobs, better door thresholds, better hinges for better clearance, better grab bars in the bathroom. All of them things to improve accessibility and ward off lawsuits.
This is the low-hanging fruit for sure.
Sure is, and not just in Durango.
I mean, you've learned by now the significance of what it all means, right?
Yeah.
In Pagosa Springs, the San Juan Strains Pot Shop got on board under a similar program there.
I don't want to say it would have been an afterthought, but it wouldn't have been in the forefront, so it was really helpful.
Pagosa's program matches 50% of a business's renovation costs, up to $2,000 as well.
So we've talked to the business owner, and we've gone over a few things that he's going to improve soon.
Now, none of these ADA programs would have been possible had it not been for a nonprofit called Peak Access, run by Chris Douglas and his dad, who has disabilities of his own.
There's nothing like this, and basically we're being proactive, and what we've done here should be replicated across the state.
You might remember his dad.
This is compliant with the ADA.
He's serving as an ADA expert, fighting against several of the ADA lawsuits that hit the Denver metro.
It's infuriating. I mean, I can't express how angry it makes me feel.
Father and son have state disability leaders singing their praises because their work really could have an impact across Colorado.
It's actually being done in a positive manner, which is what we're really looking for.
In fact, one of the governor's advisory councils is paying attention, hoping this story can reach every city and county leader who listens.
Well, it seems to me the programs are pro-accessibility and pro-business at the same time. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand because it costs money to do renovations, but if you're talking about matching funds, it accomplishes both of those things, and thirdly, gives them a line of defense should they get sued.
Absolutely.
The thought is, if two towns in a tucked-away corner of our state can do it,
Can't think of a reason why you would not.
we all can.
If we can do it here, you can do it anywhere.
Statewide.
Oh, I don't see any reason why it can't.
Now, altogether, we understand roughly 36 businesses have benefited from these ADA programs. And to be clear, those ADA assessments are critical because every business is different. Things that may be an ADA violation at one business may not be a violation at another. Also important to note, if you make ADA improvements, there are federal tax incentives too. Something to think about if you're worried about these ongoing waves of disability lawsuits. Ryan Luby, Denver 7 Investigates.